Well, as you can see, the highly anticipated arrival of the Lowrider ST has finally happened. Now, at the end of the day, as you can see, the styling's much different. You've got the front fairing now, you've got the sort of the clamshell bags, which are sort of similar to the Sport Glide. But what they've done, Loaf, and you own a Lowrider.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming here today, mate.
That's all right, mate.
Taking it for a ride and everything.
Happy to do it.
So bottom line is, you own a Lowrider. The evolution of the Lowrider's been amazing, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah. Look, well, let's face it. You know, started in the late '70s. Willie G designed it. It was amongst the first customs that factory customs that Harley did.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it was a major success. And yeah, my Lowrider is a 2006, so it's an older bike now.
And stepping up from that, we tested the Lowrider S about just over a year ago now. We changed that little fairing, sort of bikini fairing at the front, but then it was recalled because the bolts were shearing and stuff. But having said that, it deflected a little bit of wind off you. This is a whole revolutionary addition to the Lowrider. So bottom line is, I mean, Harley don't just sort of throw a back wing fairing on the front or whatever and just hope for the best. They've put it in the wind tunnels. They've, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Look, they have this fairing works quite well. To tell you the truth.
Well, just with the scoops as well. I mean, at the end of the day, it sort of takes away a bit of that buffeting, but then in summer, it's going to sort of take a respite from the heat with a lot of the wind coming through.
That's correct. You're not going to get wind burnt. It's been quite well designed. The design of this fairing is reminiscent of some of the earlier FXRTs.
Yep.
Which they had a fairing on them and bags. This fairing doesn't come back as far.
Yep.
But I tell you what, it still does the job.
And then the high-rise bags, I mean, it doesn't take any away from ground clearance. But with that Lowrider S we had, I was stacked up to the back with hockey straps hanging off here and there. That eliminates it all. It's turned it into a touring bike, but it's also that fucking hoon Lowrider bike that you've got, eh?
Oh, that's right, yeah. And that's the beauty of this this Lowrider touring. It's just amazing, you know, because you can get out and tour on it. Okay, pull the bags off it.
Yeah, they come off real quick within about a minute.
The fairing won't come off real fast. That's a permanently mounted fairing.
Yep.
But in saying that, it works really well. You know?
There's a couple of other changes too. I mean, you've lost the sort of tank mounted analog speedo. You've got now, this was introduced on the street, Bob, probably about a year or two ago.
Yeah.
So the digital speedo. So the other thing is too, you're getting the 117 straight off the bat, and you've got the heavy breather air cleaner straight up.
Yeah, so you've already got some performance mods off the floor, and of course there are aftermarket exhausts or Screaming Eagle mufflers available for it.
Yep.
And they will up the performance again.
The other thing is too, the mid-mount sort of controls. That's not what you're really into, but having said that, it gives you a bit more control through the twisties or whatever, but you still can mount like forward controls or even highway pegs, you know what I mean, for those blokes that with a bit longer legs, you know.
That's just it. You can mount a set of highway pegs on it, and if you mount them in the right spot, you can still change gears with your heel and change and use the back brake with your heel.
Yep.
In saying that though, like sort of a forward control kit will probably be available.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you feel like you need forward controls, well, you know, it's going to be there.
Yeah. Personally, I think the front end's a little bit exposed with the sort of the fairing, you know, you see a bit of the wiring or whatever, but you can mount some Fosgate speakers. Of course,
right.
Yeah, so, but of course they don't come with a digital readout or your song readout or whatever, you know what I mean? And then of course you'll probably have to add the Bluetooth receiver.
Yeah.
But having said that, I just think that would sort of clean that up a little because it looks a bit exposed for mine.
Yeah, look, yeah, you can see some wiring down here into the front in the frame, but you've got to be standing right over the top of it to see it. I mean, when you're sitting back here in riding position, you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. It's only when you stop and you look down and you think, oh. But I mean, you don't want to have too much stuff around the wiring because it could cut.
Yep.
And once it's cut, well, you know, it creates a whole world
the
of
old
trouble.
days, you can't put a bit of foil or a bit of chewing gum in the middle of an nullarbor plane.
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, the newer bikes run the CAN bus system, and you know you've got to have it right with that.
Yeah. And the other thing is the styling. She's all blacked out. It really it looks the goods, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, look, I love a blacked out motor, mate. They're low maintenance cleaning for starters. And you know me, my bikes are made to be ridden, not cleaned. But they've got it all blacked out, and it's lovely. I've seen this bike in the black paint as well, and absolutely stunning. So
I just think they've got it right, because at the end of the day, like I said, the Lowrider S was really popular, but now they've transformed it into a tourer, and you still feel like the other day I jumped on it, and just with that front fairing, I just thought, I don't know, I was thinking street glide, road glide. I picked it up off a side stand and nearly threw it over on its other side because it's still light. You still sit down in it like the Lowrider. They've got all that right, but like I said, just with the extra additions, they've really stepped it up.
Oh yeah, look, the new frames that they're using now are brilliant. Let's face it, a huge step up from the frames that had been used previously. So
and you've had a little ride on it.
Look, mate, I like it. I think it goes quite well. Like I said, I think the fairing works really well. I put a little screen on mine and on my Lowrider, and it works all right, but nowhere near as good as that.
Tested in a wind tunnel, and
yeah, exactly. I still get buffeting from mine. You get bugger all from this. So,
well, good on you, mate. Thanks for the input, and like I said, you own a Lowrider, you've had it for a while, and this is just like an evolution. It's just they're stepping forward, aren't they?
Well, yeah, Harley have to move forward, and they are moving forward.
Listen to their customers, what they need, and everything, and that's sort of where a lot of the other designs come from.
Well, a bike like this suits a bloke like me too, and it will suit a younger bloke who wants to get out there and be a bit of a hoon. But also,
the other thing is too, the single solo seat now. I mean, the solo seat. I mean, obviously you can put the pillion seat on it.
Yeah.
But she's more or less made for leaving the missus at home, isn't it? Which is what we all want to do.
Well, yeah, it's made for weekends away with the boys.
Yeah. The other thing is too, the way it's sort of like with the big stock in the back there, it really gives you support when you.
It does. You don't feel like you're sliding up over the back guard. Yeah. It's like boom. Yeah, right. Okay. I've hit the bum stop. And away it goes, and away you go. Like I say, I'm not a fan of the forward the controls where they are.
The mid-mounts,
The mid-mount side, like forward controls or maybe even mini boards, but that's me being an old bugger.
But that's the beauty of it. You can get it, you can buy the bike, and then you can make those changes.
That's
and
right,
it's all
mate.
part of the owner,
That's
HT
right.
gear, So there you go. Get on down to your dealer. Don't just take our word for it. We love the new Lowrider ST. We love the Lowrider S before that. And like I said, they're just evolving into better bikes. So get on down to your dealer and form your own opinions. That's what we always say, isn't it, Lo?
Yeah, take one for a test ride and see how you feel.
Yeah, I bet you're going to get out the checkbook real quick.
Yeah, I wish.
Thanks, mate. Good on you, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
Cool.